Have you ever stopped to think about this? The English language has like a million words. We use them for everything from epic novels and complex science to just texting a friend. But what if I told you that entire universe of ideas is built from just a tiny handful of sounds? Today, we're going to unpack exactly that, how a small, finite toolkit can generate an infinite reality. Our source material gives us this really beautiful metaphor to guide us on this. It says language sounds are like beads on a necklace. Just picture a simple pile of beads, right? By themselves, they're just little objects. But their potential, what you can do with them, well, that's pretty much limitless. And that one idea, that's the key to everything we're about to explore. So that's the big question, isn't it? How can this small, finite box of beads lead to an endless variety of beautiful designs? Or, for us, how can a limited set of sounds create an unlimited world of meaning? Well, let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, let's look inside that box. What exactly are these fundamental building blocks we're all working with? What are our so-called beads? In the world of language, our beads are what linguists call discrete sounds. Basically, they're the smallest units of sound that can actually change a word's meaning. Think about the difference between pat, bat, and cat. The tiny little sound at the beginning, that's a single distinct bead. All right, now here's where it gets kind of mind-blowing. For the entire, massive, complex English language, we're talking every poem, every scientific paper, every single tweet. How many of these sound beads do you think we actually have? Hundreds? Maybe thousands? The answer is just 44. That's it, 44. Just let that number sink in for a second. It seems almost impossibly small, doesn't it? So yeah, this is our complete toolkit, a finite, seriously limited set of raw materials. Which means, if the magic isn't in the quantity of beads, it's gotta be in what we do with them. And that, right there, brings us to our second big idea, the art of the pattern. It turns out it's not about the beads themselves. It's all about how we string them together. See, here's the crucial point. The power doesn't come from the individual sounds. It comes from the rules we use to combine them. The arrangement, the pattern, that's everything. This is where a finite system starts to act, well, infinite. And the process is actually elegantly simple when you break it down. You take your discrete sounds, those are your beads, you apply a system of rules for how they can be arranged, that's your string, and boom, the result is the creation of meaningful words and sentences. Your unique necklace. Okay, let's make this super concrete so you can really see it. Out of our box of 44, let's just grab 4 sound beats. We'll take the sounds for S, P, O, and T. Now, check this out. On the left, you see our 4 simple beads, but on the right, look what happens when we just rearrange them. We get spot, post, stop, pots, and tops. We're using the exact same elements, but by simply changing the pattern, we create 5 completely different words with 5 completely different meanings. That's the system in action, right there. So we have this small set of beads and this incredibly powerful system for arranging them. Now let's put those 2 ideas together and see the result, which is, honestly, it's staggering. And this brings us right back to that powerful line from our source material. This simple system, combining a finite set of elements, allows for the creation of an infinite number of messages. This isn't just a cool metaphor. It's the fundamental design principle of all human language. And this, right here, just illustrates the scale of it all perfectly. The input is so small. Just a handful of sounds. But the output, it's literally everything. Every book ever written, every song lyric, every joke, every conversation, every scientific breakthrough, all of it built from the exact same tiny set of beads. And this isn't some abstract theory, This combinatorial power is what you use every single day. It's what allows poets to create art, scientists to share discoveries, and all of us to just talk to each other. It's even powering the very words you're hearing from me right now. So here's the ultimate takeaway from all this. We often think of rules as being limiting, right? But in language, the rules of combination are actually what set us free. They turn a small, finite toolkit into a launchpad for infinite creativity. Our ability to express ourselves isn't constrained by those 44 sounds, it's unleashed by them. And that kind of leaves us with one final, pretty profound thought to chew on. If a finite set of sounds can truly generate infinite ideas, it raises a big question. what are the real limits of what we can express? Or are there any limits at all?